Good morning, this is Angela with Parker's Permaculture. I'm south of Portland today with my eldest kid, Ruth.
Hello.
We are at Sue's Blues and we are picking blueberries. So I had made a video a couple weeks ago before the heat wave about how our raspberry harvest has really struggled. And strangely, some of my blueberries are having a hard time. My blueberries that are in kind of a cold sink in my yard got their blossoms frozen when we had very, very late snow. So we eat a ton of blueberries. And since our crop is lacking a little bit this year, we decided to come do some U-pick out here. We are in outer northeast Portland, way up by the river, by the border between Washington and Oregon. And this is straight south of us, about 20 minutes. It was really convenient to get here. I've never been here before, but it's gorgeous out here. And by far, Sue had the best prices of any of the blueberry places that we looked at. And it's just a little home run operation. She runs it off of her front porch and it's just lovely out here. So can't beat $2 a pound fresh picked blueberries. And we're supporting a small local business. When we can't get enough of our own production, we want to go and support other local producers. Permaculture is not self-sufficiency. I am not striving to grow everything on my own property. I'm not striving to produce everything myself. I'm striving for building community interdependence. And community interdependence includes supporting our local producers, our local food economy, our local textile economy, our local supply chain. If we can enhance and support that, we are building more resilient communities. We're building a more resilient Portland, and we are helping other folks be able to maintain their business and at the same time getting a yield for ourselves. So let me show you around and we're going to get picking. One of the things that I noticed right off the bat is how deeply Sue mulches her blueberries. There's really, really, really deep mulch here. Blueberries have delicate roots that are more susceptible to water loss than you would imagine. And the fact that, she's probably got at least 8 inches of mulch down here that are suppressing weeds and also helping trap moisture, hold in moisture, prevent water loss. And that's really important for blueberries. They don't really like weed competition, and they also really don't like their delicate roots being subjected to drying temperatures, to water loss from the soil. Absolutely stunning out here, and these blueberry bushes are enormous. I do have to say, if you come out here, you want to wear a sun hat. You want to have sunscreen, and you want to bring water. Much like in my recent video where we went raspberry picking, if you are blueberry picking, you want to make sure that you wear long sleeves. You want to make sure that you have a hat, that you have sunscreen on, even though the plants here are huge and lush, you're getting a lot of sun exposure. When you are picking blues, something that is important to remember, much like I talked about with the raspberries, is that larger does not always equal more flavorful. There are multiple varieties out here. Obviously, you need multiple varieties of blues to get fruit set. But I noticed that the size of the berries is quite different from bush to bush, much like in my own garden. Some of the smaller berries are the most flavorful and actually the most prolific producers. And if you just come along with your hand and you kind of gently stroke the plant, the berries will fall off into the bucket. So don't pass up those smaller berries and hone in on the really large ones, because sometimes if you're making jam or if you want to make a pie, those smaller berries have a more intense blueberry flavor, and they are worth going for even if they take a little bit more time to collect. So we're just about done picking here. I wanted to let you know that if you come out to Sue's Blues, there's still loads and loads of green berries, so they'll be ripening for a while. Blueberries are divided into 3 groups: early, mid, and late. That is their bloom group and their maturation group. So it looks here like there's a diverse array of blueberries, and so the picking will go on for quite a while. If you are interested in picking out here, the drive is quite easy. The parking is a little we had to park down the street a little bit, so just be aware of that. It's tight parking. The owner is very, very nice. You can bring your own containers, she'll weigh them. If you don't want to pick with your own containers, she has these coffee cans with a string around them. You can put around your neck, and then you can pick with 2 hands at once, have both your hands free and pick much more quickly, and then dump it into your own bucket when you're done. It's really lovely out here. If you are interested in supporting small local businesses and promoting local food economies, promoting local farmers, even very small scale farmers like Sue's Blues out here, I really encourage you to think about that. Any ways that we can tap into and support our local producers, keep our food system as local as possible, keep our money in the economy, our local economy, and keep those small businesses thriving. Those all diversify our food chain, diversify our source of food, and help make us more resilient people. Thanks for watching today, and I will be back very soon from my own garden in Portland, Oregon.